a slightly hazy day, but overall really nice weather-wise.
Emmeline, that is for sure, right? And you've got temps here in the 70s and 80s, fairly light wind, making it that much more enjoyable. Still a few hours to go before sunset. Get outside, try to enjoy the evening here. Minot and Garrison, 74, Devils Lake as well. We are in the 80s in Bismarck and Mobridge at 81, 78 in Jamestown, Aberdeen at 84. Going to be warming up even more as we continue through this new week. Again, light winds in Bismarck, northeast winds in Minot, 12 miles per hour, 13 in Dickinson. A light breeze here, but it's not really stirring up the atmosphere enough to prevent any smoke. That's more or less aloft or well above the surface, and that's a good thing for respiratory issues. But at the surface, we're not going to have winds very strong tonight nor tomorrow. Probably less than 20 miles per hour the next 24 hours. And the upper level winds are going to continue in a configuration coming from the northwest, meaning more periods of smoke on the way, at least through Tuesday. And then we might get a little bit of a break as we really heat up here midweek, but we're going to see chances for rain on the increase. But dry tomorrow, sunshine, but again, remember, we're going to have the smoke with us just like today with highs. Many of us in the middle 80s. Williston, you could be a little bit closer to the 90-degree mark tomorrow. For Tuesday, mid to upper 80s, an isolated thunderstorm threat a possibility. And it does become windier on Wednesday, and temperatures still in the upper 70s and low 80s. So really Tuesday, I think, is going to be the hottest day of this week coming up. Let's step through this hour by hour. The rest of our Sunday evening, not bad here. Again, despite the smoke, we are looking at overall winds between about 5 and 15 miles per hour. Look for temperatures in the mid to upper 70s right through about 7 or 8, even 9 o'clock. 10 o'clock tonight as first news at 10 begins. Upper 60s can be expected here. And again, winds around 5 to 10 miles per hour. A few clouds. The smoke, of course, will likely hang tonight and into tomorrow here. But at 8 o'clock in the morning to begin this new work week, look at temps in the upper 50s here, even some low 60s. Fairly light winds here around 5 to 15. And into the afternoon, we're back into the 80s for many of us here, along with a partly to mostly sunny sky, other than the patchy smoke, of course, but again, maybe a little bit closer to that 90-degree mark by the time we get into eastern Montana. Thunderstorm chances, they are present, but fairly low, at least in North Dakota. Maybe a chance here coming off the Black Hills of western South Dakota, and also a few storms possible in Montana. I think we have some chances actually increasing a bit by the time we get into Tuesday and Wednesday. High pressure over the Ohio Valley going to help pick up some of that moisture from the Gulf and right into the northern plains, and that means the second half of the week, many of us could see between a half and 1 inch of moisture, of course, highly dependent on thunderstorm formation, but it does look like the pattern does get a bit more active. And again, with those stronger southeast winds due in here Tuesday, especially Wednesday, I should say, even Thursday, that'll bring moisture. Windy conditions at times, high still in the 80s for most, but thunderstorms will likely be on the increase later this week. Maybe severe. Of course, we'll keep an eye on that.
All right, storms, but you know what? Those temperatures are just amazing.
No matter what, it's going to be nice here in late May.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, thanks,
All right.
We'll be right back with sports after this.